Hey guys, so this video will be a story time video about the time I got in a car accident. So let me start from the beginning, obviously. It was the last day of work for Christmas break, well, winter break rather. And I had just got my car in October of last year, so 2017. Just got my car, yeah, it was in October. So literally 2 months, month and some change, and I got in a car accident. So I was so excited driving home from work. I was like, I'm finally going to be able to enjoy my car, because usually I really just have been using my car going to and from work, really. So I was like, I'm finally going to be able to enjoy my car. And I get in a car accident. So what happened, and it was not my fault at all, so don't think I can't drive, y'all. I can drive. So basically at that moment I didn't drive on the expressway. I took the streetway because thinking that that was more safe. So I was driving the streetway home, and if you are from Atlanta, I work at a school that's maybe like 15 minutes from the airport in Riverdale. So I'm driving home, kind of close on the opposite side of the airport, and I'm literally driving straight, and then a car comes this way and hits me. So I didn't see, because it's okay, so the way it's set up is two lanes that's going straight, one lane that's a turning lane, and it's the same thing on the other side of the street. So I'm going straight, cars are here, and I couldn't see him because the cars were blocking the view. So and he couldn't see me either, and he, like I said, hit me, I tried to stop, tried to press my brake, tried to blow my horn, because I didn't think I was about to really get in a car accident. Like, I didn't think that. So going, and he hits me just like this, and literally I saw him when we were like right here at each other. So once I felt the initial impact, I just took my hands off the wheel and I let go, and I let God, like, because I had never been in that situation before. I had just got a license, just got a car, just got a license, y'all, last year too. So I just didn't know what to do. So I just let go, and I just let go. Let go of the steering wheel. I just let go and like cover my face, which is kind of very shallow with me. But I just let go and I covered my face, because I had a little bit of time to think in between, and I just know because my sister was in a car accident. Like, this was way many years ago when I was still in school. Like, and I just know her face got kind of messed up for the moment from the airbag, and I just did not want that to happen to my face. So don't judge me. Okay, so literally, y'all, and I felt like I probably blacked out. Like, I felt, from one moment I felt my car moving. My car was just moving, and to think about it almost makes me emotional, because like I could have died. And so my car was just moving, and obviously my hands are covered. I don't want to see anything, and I'm just literally pressed back real hard to my seat with my hands covering my face. And I felt my car finally stop, and it was a moment. I remember that my brain was telling my hands to move, but my hands were not moving. Like, I was really like saying in my head, move your hands, but they weren't moving. And finally they did move, and I'm just looking. I looked at myself in the rearview mirror, and I'm just looking, my nails are broken. Well, some of them anyways, because I guess it broke when the airbag busted open, because obviously my hands were on the steering wheel. So, and then once I kind of was brought, was aware of everything, I'm crying, I'm bawling, I'm all saying, what the, what? Like, I am, and I don't even curse, but that moment just heard some curse words, like, literally. So, and then I see people, and I'm thinking in my head, they're not gonna come help me. Why isn't nobody at my car helping me? Because I was obviously helpless at that moment. So, I see people coming towards me. Somebody opened my driver door, and they're trying to pull my airbags, but my airbags wouldn't pull. Mine is the kind you had to like cut with a knife, like a cutter knife or something. So literally the people are just talking through me, like through the cracks of my door, talking about, are you okay, blah blah blah. And then this guy was like, I saw everything, I saw everything. And I knew in my heart that the accident was not my fault. I knew it. So once I was able to speak, I was like, it wasn't my fault, right? And he was like, no, I saw everything. And I'm just looking around in my car, because I had my work computer, my MacBook in there, because I was going to show my kids movies at the end of the school year. And I know, like, on the school Wi-Fi, you can't go to all the sites. So I had planned to use my hotspot, and hopefully I don't get fired for that. But I was trying to use my hotspot to watch movies. So I had my Mac, I had my work computer, cell phone, glasses, all this stuff that could have broken, but thank God none of my stuff was damaged. The only thing that was damaged was my car, obviously. So, um, shortly after, the ambulance came, and then I hear, because initially 2 men that I know of came to my car, and I hear a third voice, and I, like, again, my legs, I could not move my legs at all, because my seatbelt had tightened up so bad on my legs. I don't know how it got on my legs. Maybe I was bouncing up in the car or something that made me come up where my seatbelt could be, like, on my legs. But I couldn't move my legs because that seatbelt had tightened up so much that it wasn't letting me move too much, which I thank God for. So again, I hear a third person's voice. So I look under my airbag, and I was like, are you the one that hit me? Like, and I'm not even that type of person, but obviously when something happens, you can kind of get brought out of your character. Like, I could have died. So yeah, I'm not gonna be all nice. So I was like, are you the one that hit me? Are you the one that hit me? And he was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am. I'm so sorry, because I guess his car wasn't as bad as mine. I had a Kia Soul, 2018, mind you, brand new car, and I would have to post a picture somewhere of the type of car that he had, because it was a truck though, like it was a truck with the tail, like I think his was a 2-door, 4-door truck. So I don't guess he wasn't hurt as bad, but he did have a scar on his face and all of that, but he was able to get up out his car. So he was like, I'm so sorry, ma'am, I'm sorry. And I just let my airbag fall back down. I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. So ambulance came, they're asking me how old I am, checking my vitals. And okay, I'm not gonna say my age, but I'm like, I'm 20, da 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 da, I'm 20, da da da. And I guess I thought in my head I was speaking logically, but the man was like, okay, I'm gonna ask you again later. Because I guess he could understand what I was saying. So first person, I was like, because my phone had done fell on the floor in the passenger seat side. So I was like, I told the ambulance, can you pass my phone? I need to call my mom. So I'm calling my mom crying. I was like, I got in a car accident. And my mom talking about some, what? You got in a fight? I said, a car accident. And she was like, oh my gosh, where are you? And I didn't even know really where I knew because I I really didn't know exactly where I was, and that's not because of the accident, but it's because I got so used to driving that route home that I just drove. Like I never paid attention to street signs or anything like that. So, um, yeah. So, yeah, but mind you, like I said, I was going straight through the light. My car ended up all the way in the middle of the street to the right of me. Like I somehow got diverted and pushed all the way in the middle of the street to the right of me. And to this day, I drive past that point and I still don't know how I ended up in the middle of that street because it's a pole as well. So I thank God that my car didn't get wrapped around that pole because it very well could have. Very well. So I don't know how I probably hit the poles and spinning because according to the insurance people, they was like, yeah, your car spun. So it was that. Then the guy came back who hit me up under the airbag this time and he apologized and I was just like, okay. I didn't want to hear nothing he had to say. So, and then I just felt alone because I didn't have anybody there but myself. Like, I really had to be a real adult in that moment so the ambulance took me. And then, like, I feel like my anger turned into rage because before they was about to take me in the ambulance, I was like, wait a minute, where is that man that hit me? And then the ambulance was like, ma'am, we just try to get you in the ambulance. I was like, okay, I know, but where is he? Like, I really wanted to put hands on the man. I really did. But, so fast forward, I'm in the emergency room and I'm just waiting on my mom to get there because I'm just all by myself, crying off and on and all of that stuff. So fast forward, they did everything that they do, took x-rays, gave me medicine, blah, blah, blah. And I had stayed at my mom's house for a couple of days because, you know, I needed the help because my body, I had injuries. Like I didn't break any bones, but I had very bad bruising. Went to the chiropractor. They told me a lot of things that had went wrong and all of that. So yeah, so I ended up going to a chiropractor. I've been released from a chiropractor. I got released like in a February-ish. Um, but I was scared to drive. I had anxiety about driving because the accident was not my fault, but yet I got in a car accident, which I realize now. Obviously, I knew car accidents happen, but it's just like nothing you can really do sometimes to avoid getting in a car accident. So, I would be fine in my neighborhood because I live in the actual neighborhood that I grew up in. So obviously I know these streets. I know the type of people who drive these streets. I know nothing too crazy happens over here. So I felt safe driving in my neighborhood. But yeah, oh, my car was totaled. Totaled my brand new car. All my airbags deployed, and now of course I'm gonna post and insert pictures of what my car looked like. But brand new car got totaled. Luckily, my insurance company paid for me to get a rental car. Got the rental, but it's funny because right after my accident, I wasn't scared to drive. Right after my accident happened, I wasn't scared. But shortly, like almost a few weeks or so after, for some reason, I started to get scared to drive. Like I said, I wasn't scared in my neighborhood, but anywhere outside my neighborhood, expressway, all that, I was scared. Um, so it was a point where my mom and my sister would drive me to and from work because I was just scared. I wasn't about to do it. Because it was one point when I still had my rental, and this was like right before school was about to pick back up from winter break. Um, I had to go to school for like pre-planning or something before the students actually come back. And on my way back, I broke down. I was just so, I made it to a certain point, but once it started getting closer to the site where I actually had my accident, I started breaking down. I was like, I can't do this. I cannot do this. So I pulled over at a McDonald's in the car. I called my friend crying. I was having a breakdown. I couldn't push myself to go. I couldn't. And I was just trying to look for any solution to get out of this, but I just knew that I didn't want anybody to have to go out of their way, like driving to where I was, taking my car back. And I just also knew that everybody else who could have done that for me were busy. So my friend was like, he said, I'll stay on the phone with you the whole time till you get home and all of that. So, but I was probably driving 25 miles per hour on that darn expressway because I definitely wasn't taking the street way home. I knew that. So I was like, it's either go past the part where I had the accident or get on the expressway. So I chose the expressway. I was probably driving 0.25 miles on that darn expressway, but I didn't care. And I was just sweating. Air was on 1,000 because I was so scared. I ended up going to see a therapist about my anxiety. The tips were helpful, but I just felt like that thing, it wouldn't go away. It only would go away with time and prayer. So fast forward. Oh, and another time when I was about to go get a new car, one day my mom was driving me out to get a new car, and she was talking about it on the way up there, you know, basically not about the accident per se, but about just getting a new car. And we was literally getting off the exit that we would get off to go back to the car dealership, and I bust out crying because I knew I was not ready to go get that car. I knew I was afraid, but I guess my mom didn't know how severe, I guess, my feelings were. So I bust out crying. And you know the cry where your throat start burning. My throat was burning. And all of that. Like, I just was not ready to get my own car again. I couldn't do it. So fast forward, I got another Kia Soul because don't sleep on them Kia Souls. Now, it may look small and for gerbils and all that type of stuff, but that car and God saved my life. You hear me? Like, saved my life. Like, that car has all these crash test things going on, all these safety features for when if you actually do get in a car accident, like the whole seatbelt tightening thing. That's one of the things. It ties the seatbelt so you won't go anywhere, so you won't fly through the windshield, fly out the window, all that. That is one thing. The airbags, making sure I don't hit my head on the door or something like that. Don't sleep on the Kia Soul. Now, so that's why I went. I was like, because I could have got another car. I could have got a clean slate. But I was like, I'm getting me another Kia Soul. I'm not playing with no other car. All these other cars may just be just as good. But I was like, I'm getting that Kia Soul. So This time when I finally got ready, I still wasn't ready, but I was, more ready than I was before. So, got that car. I was like, I want all the safety features. Give me the lane departure detection, the backup cam. I want everything you got. And so that's what I got. But obviously, all that stuff doesn't stop you from getting in an accident. It doesn't. But it kind of just makes me feel a little bit better, especially with the blind spot thing. Blind spots can be serious too. So, so fast forward to now. I still have to pray every time I get in my car. I still have to ask God to get me to and from my destination safely and my car and in one piece. So, also I pray that these fears go to the side and let me just go, but still focus on the road. And I ask God to be my pilot. Can't nobody do it but Him. I ask Him to be my pilot every day. Like, even if I take off and forget to drive, I'm saying my prayers as I'm driving. Sometimes I still, anxiety tries to creep up on you, girl, but I have to just take some deep breaths and keep it moving. So, yeah, that's pretty much my story time about the time I got in a car accident. The time that wasn't my fault. um, yeah, but I also, when I went to go see my car in the pound, it had been taken to the lot. I saw the man there again, and he was trying to be all helpful, trying to cause it was really muddy because it had rained that day. So the day after, it was really muddy at the lot. And he was trying to be real helpful, helping us find the car, helping us get the stuff out of the car. But obviously, I ain't want that man help. Go about your business. I don't want your help. Because you're the reason why we're here. And then he explained that he was rushing to the airport to pick up his son and his daughter-in-law. So now you didn't make it, you was rushing and you didn't make it to where you was going on time. And I didn't make it to where I was going safe and sound. So all y'all who be trying to weave in and out of traffic, trying to rush, like, think, if you do get in an accident, you're not going to make it there regardless. So, yeah, that's my story time on the time I got in a car accident. If you have any questions, like if you yourself are still got in a car accident and going through feelings and all that type of stuff, let me know. Or if you know, or if you can, like, we can have dialogue, like talk about the time maybe you got in a car accident, how you got over it. So, yeah, well, I hope you guys, I guess enjoyed this video. So, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you all later.